Hello, everybody, and welcome to the November 2025 coffee break. I am so excited today. We have Van Mark here to talk about metal fabrication. So I'm just going to go ahead and hand it right on over to Scott. Go ahead and introduce yourself and take it away.
All right. Well, thank you for having us. We certainly appreciate the opportunity to talk about metal fabrication, as it's a huge part of what we do. So, I guess I'll start with a little bit about me. My name's Scott Toten. I'm the regional sales manager for Van Mark. I've been in the construction industry well longer than I would care to admit, but over 35 years. I've worked in pretty much every aspect of the industry, from roofing, siding, windows, general construction. I've been an installer, I've been a project manager, and I've worked in both residential and commercial arenas. So over the years, as my body got less and less capable of walking up and down ladders, I kind of pivoted into sales and the distribution side of things. So I've worked pretty much everywhere in the industry, so I really understand how getting the job done on time and on budget is the key to success. So with that being said, when we wanted to talk about metal fabrication and doing it on site, we want to talk about time and money and how you can save both. And those are the parts of our business that get abused sometimes by people, and we want to correct that. So on-site metal fabrication is really a game changer. Instead of waiting on parts and paying extra for those parts, or even redoing work, by bringing that to your job site, you really increase your flexibility, and there's a lot of power in being able to do that. So I just wanted to spend some time, kind of walking through some of the advantages and why they matter. So one of the things we talk about a lot while we're at trade shows and stuff is how much the tools can cost. When you consider a basic press brake can cost north of $15,000, a portable brake and slitter combination could be about a third of that cost. So your first job using a portable solution is going to be paying down that investment, and then over the next 6 to 12 months, you'll more than likely have paid for it, and then every other job after that is money in your pocket. So we want to talk about time, money, and precision driving every project. So whether you own your own metal shop or you order materials from someone else, traditional fabrication can really slow jobs down, from generating your material list to going somewhere to order it or producing it yourself. And then let's not forget it's got to be delivered on time and hopefully not damaged. So being able to do it on site really puts control back in your hands, and you can eliminate a lot of that downtime and keep your projects moving forward. So one of the things that we frequently talk about is being on a job site and you're nearly completed, and you find out one or two of the pieces is damaged because someone dropped a ladder on it. And what do you do then? If you're working off-site creating materials, you're going to have to remeasure all your pieces. You're going to create that material list. You're going to drive to your shop, then create those replacement pieces, and then drive back to the job. If you ordered them through someone else, odds are you're going to be having to dry that job in and reschedule it for another day. So you've got workers on the clock standing around waiting for you, and probably an impatient client wondering what's taking so long. So the main advantage of having on-site capabilities is you're not wasting time driving back and forth to the shop or waiting for those deliveries. And as you get better at doing it and your skills improves, your efficiencies will, and so will your job opportunities. So really, I guess I would say imagine a time where you never have to leave a job site again to fix or refabricate a part again. That's really the power of on-site fabrication. Another advantage would be precision fit. So when you fabricate on site, you get to control the fit. And every project is going to have its own unique dimensions and challenges. And so instead of guessing what you did at the shop or had someone make for you, you're able to rely on your own skill and create a perfect custom fit every time. So you're able to make each piece to match your exact dimensions. So you're not just assembling the parts, you're really solving a puzzle in real time. And now the portable tools that you have are capable of cutting, bending, and shaping right on site. And as the methods get better and better every year, what probably used to require a complete metal shop to create can be done on the job site with incredible accuracy. So you're able to adapt to real world challenges, and you're not just guessing. You're seeing the fit firsthand and adjusting to it in real time. The next thing I would talk about is waste. There's a ton of waste in construction jobs. Whenever I'm on a job site, I'm always looking at things like bosses I had in the past would teach me, if it's bigger than 2 feet, save it, put it in a pile, keep it. We can use it somewhere. So those are the things that when you order in a prefabricated way, you're not able to get those cutoffs. And so you've paid for it, but you're not able to use it. If you're doing stuff on site, you can turn that waste into value. By using those excess material pieces, you can create starter or J channel, ridge vents, fascia, a lot of different pieces. I mean, the list goes on and on. So what you're really eliminating is a lot of waste and gaining more efficiencies. So that scrap becomes savings, and that savings becomes profit. So finally, we're going to answer the age-old question. And the answer is yes, size does matter when it comes to fabrication. Most shops, they won't drop everything to make you a custom one-off piece. And they're probably going to charge you a high price to make it, or they're going to require a minimum order size. So if you ordered that from a shop that isn't in your area or is out of state, and a lot of these places, ship in from out of state, you're going to have to wait for that to get to you, and thus delaying your job even further. So being able to do it on site is going to give you a little bit more flexibility, and it's going to keep your job moving forward. You're not going to need to make a bulk order just to get that one piece. You'll skip the back and forth from the shop to the job. And like I said, you can immediately fix that when something's not right. So you get exactly what you need when and where you need it. So another item we talk about a lot is customization. So on-site fabrication is going to allow you to tailor products specific to the job that you're on and the client's needs. And that can be a big deal. Being able to make something one of a kind for that customer could be the difference between winning and losing that job. So it's not about metal, it's about craftsmanship, problem solving, and creating something that's going to stand out. And custom fabrication will help you stand out from your competitors. If they're constantly having to go to a shop to do it, there's going to be delays in every one of their jobs. If you're able to make it on site, you'll be able to solve that problem quickly. And when you solve that problem for a client, leads to referrals, and referrals are the key to our business. One positive review is worth a lot. A negative review is even worth more sometimes in terms of a negative impact, right? So it's going to take roughly 10 positive reviews to negate that one negative one. But if you're able to solve a problem for the customer using a customized approach on site, that could be a big difference maker for you. So custom work isn't just better, it can be memorable. And when it comes time for that review, they're going to remember that you solved that problem for them and put them in a better position on their job. So we attend a ton of industry-wide shows throughout the year, and one of the things I'm frequently surprised about is how often I get asked about custom Z-bar for metal roof venting. I didn't even know what it was, and now I've been educated by many guys over the last several years. So what we decided to look into it further because it was just one of those things we kept hearing more and more about. So we found that there was quite a big potential for savings there. One of the things we talked about earlier is being able to make it with cutoffs. You don't need a huge piece of metal to create a Z channel and vent it. So that was plus number one. Plus number two is, a lot of times on a job site, not everybody's working at the same time. They're waiting for somebody to accomplish some other task. So you could have somebody essentially creating these pieces while they're waiting to help in the next part of the application. Color matching, you're using the exact metal that's on the job, so the color match is going to be perfect. And what we found was that on a per piece purchase, it was almost a 75% savings. And that's significant when you talk about, the little bits and pieces that add up to a job. Um, it was really impressive. Another thing that I found was interesting is everybody's got a unique way of doing things, right? So the creative solutions that people had come up with that I've talked to over the last several years, um, their efficiencies increased, their less risk of damage to their job when they're installing the ridge vent. So there's just a myriad of ways that this one small customization example can benefit a fabricator by doing it on site. So I wanted to talk a little bit more in depth about portable versus shop. Um, you know, if you own your own shop, there's always a cost of doing business, right? Either space rental or a mortgage or whatever that might be on that property or lease. You're going to have to heat and cool that shop in the summer and the winter. It's generally miles and miles away, if not hours from where you might be working. So being able to use tools right at the job site and move them uh, to the spot where you're working is invaluable. And then when you talk about big machines, you got big problems. If something goes down, there's maintenance issues, service calls, and if the machine isn't working, now what do you do? If you've got a portable solution in addition to your shop, now you can keep working and you can continue, your job success moving forward. On the other side of it, if you're buying through distribution, you can save money being able to produce that product right there, and you can control the timing. So you're not ever waiting for someone to produce it. You're able to do it yourself. So what it comes down to is on-site metal fabrication is a winner because it saves you time and money. It ensures a precision fit. You can reduce a lot of your waste. It offers a ton of flexibility, and it enables a lot of customization. So if you're ready to take the next step, what do? Well, you need to invest in portable fabrication tools, and start to train your crew on how to do stuff on site. It's a game changer. And I would recommend, start with one project and measure the difference. And I guarantee you're going to see a significant amount of savings. So if you're thinking about on-site metal fabrication, it's not just about being convenient. It's a competitive advantage, and you're going to save time, money, and you'll be able to offer solutions that your competitors won't be able to match. So bring the shop to the job and watch how much smoother your projects are going to run.
Scott, we have a question from
Yep.
Wendy.
Yeah.
She's asking if you do training for our teams.
We can, and we do on occasion. There's definitely some options for that. A lot of what we've done in the past has been through video. So we'll create a video for a specific type of item that maybe somebody wants to learn how to do. Most of our products come with a template sheet that they can utilize. And then by going to our website, they can find a corresponding video to help educate them on how to do that. But yeah, we can certainly put together a training program that would be able to be done, obviously through Zoom or even in person. I travel all over the country, and oftentimes in shops or job sites where I'll help guys understand the tools better and how to make different things with our tools.
Any options for multilingual, Scott?
Well, that's something we're working on. I know we have a couple of our sales team that have been requesting, obviously Spanish. We do a lot in Canada, so we have people who are requesting stuff in French.
Yeah.
We sell in Europe, so pick a language, somebody needs it, right? So we're always trying to come up with a solution. It's just with the vernacular in construction, regionally it changes, right? So in Michigan, somebody calls something one thing, and in Oregon, they call it something different, and in Florida, they call it something different. Now take that out globally, and what we might call a break, they call a bender. What we call a former, they call something else. So we're working on that. It's in process. How far we're getting with it is limited to who we have available in those specific languages. Okay, so I'm gonna keep moving forward on this. So I wanted to show some of the popular job site tools that we offer. There are tons and tons of options of things you can create with the tools that we manufacture. Um, and when you buy a product from us, you can be assured that it's going to be a quality product that stands the test of time. We've been in the business for over 60 years, so we kind of feel like we know what we're doing, and our clients and customers, would mirror that opinion. So, what do you do? How do you find what to buy? Well, we have a site on our website. We have a section called Find My Break. I jokingly call it the Chooselator. I get a lot of grief from the guys, but it helps the individual find exactly what they need based on answering just a few prompts, so they can go through 6 or 7 questions, and by the time they get to the end, they'll have the exact product that they need for what their applications are. So in this instance, talking about metal roofing, what I would recommend as kind of quote unquote a starter kit would be the Industrial Metal Master, which is the one in the center, the black and gold one, and then the trim cutter, which is off to the right hand side, the smaller item on the right hand side. But if somebody's really serious about creating a complete solution, I would also recommend the Trim a Slitter Perf combo, because they can do a lot of different things with that tool, and they all integrate well with each other. So they'll be able to solve just about anything that comes their way. So we're at that time of year where tax season is upon us. We're wrapping up the season. At least here in Michigan, things are starting to slow down. And it's a great opportunity for making capital investments. Obviously, we recommend people consult with their tax advisor or CPA to determine what's the best solution for their business. But purchasing tools now, you can get certain deductions and the bonus of depreciation. So wrapping things up, why choose Vanmark? Well, we've been industry valued for over 60 years for our precision, durability, and ease of use. We make tools that help people do custom things without running back and forth to a job shop. We've designed these tools over the course of 60 years to deliver crisp, clean results every time. They're tough. They're made out of military grade aluminum, but they're also easy to maintain, set up, and use. As we've been talking about portability, they're lightweight and portable. We offer a lot of detachable stands so they can be moved around on a job site pretty easily. Depending on the model, and they can handle a lot of different materials and thicknesses. So whatever you're doing, if it's basic residential work or even some heavy duty industrial jobs, we've got a product that can fit your need. We also offer a wide range of accessories that will help with the efficiencies on your job site. We're also proudly made in the USA. And that's something that, we take great pride in, because everything out there is now made somewhere else, but we're made right here in Michigan and have been for 60 years. So in conclusion, I think being able to do things on a job site is the way to go, certainly because it enables you to have a lot of flexibility. But each person has their own requirement, and we'll do our best to meet them. So thank you guys for your time. I appreciate everybody taking out of their busy schedule, and I certainly can answer any questions if anyone has them.
I have a question for the attendees here. So Eloisa, Wendy, Brittany, I don't know if you're able to talk or if you can chat, but what metal services do you guys offer now? And are you guys doing on-site, or are you doing it on-site fabrication?
We've been really lucky. We have a local fabricator that's pretty quick turnaround for us. But, to Scott's point, I see the benefits of, not waiting on deliveries and being able to buy in bulk and some of the savings options. And we're looking for that right now. Just there's too many barriers to trying to get jobs done anymore. And it's like anywhere we can try to save some money is a good one.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that people don't consider is, even if you have the ability to make it yourself in a shop, or you're buying it from someone else, having that flexibility to pivot on a mistake that somebody's made, or damage that's occurred. I mean, just looking at it from a dollars and cents standpoint, driving from one place to another to pick something up even is costing you money, right? So if you can do it right then and there, and and more often than not, at least in my experience, it was always at the end of the job, right when you're going to collect the check, right? So it was never like, oh, it's in the middle. We've got 2 more days. We can make up that piece. It's
No.
the last piece, and it's that guy that dropped the ladder on it that you want to choke out, but you can't. Um, and it can really be a difference maker in your profitability.
Yep. Very true.
Eloisa?
For us here in California, we are barely starting doing metals.
Mm-hmm.
We purchased from McElroy, and when we gave them the address of the house, they send us drawings with almost, I don't want to say exact, but the design, depending on the design of the house. So they'll send us, which is have to do the cutting, but they'll send us like the, structured and all that metal is already kind of assigned for the particular areas of the roof. We
Mm-hmm.
are very new. We barely did two of them. And the only hassle with it is, I guess, the delivery because
Okay.
it comes crated and it's spaced mostly taken.
Mm-hmm.
So eventually, probably as we grow more and we do more of them, it'll probably be a good idea to start building them in house.
Yeah, I mean, not to take away from utilizing outside sources because their ability to create the product specifically to your drawing is great. But
Mm-hmm.
when you're on a job site, sometimes the architect's drawing and what went to the shop doesn't exactly match what you have to deal with on a job site. And I've
Mm-hmm.
been the recipient of that so many times that you have to make do, and you don't want to sacrifice quality, right? So having it as an option is always a good thing, and it's not for everybody, but I found that when you have that in your back pocket, um, it just, it can be a real lifesaver.
Yeah. Yeah, we've done only a few installs. We'll be on
Mhm.
our third one, but yeah, eventually that will be like the best, smarter idea to do.
Well, when you guys
Um,
are ready, reach out. We'll be more than happy to help you, make a good decision on what products to buy and even, maybe do some training to show, some of the advantages that we can give you.
yeah, definitely. Thank you.
Mhm.
Brittany, I don't know if you're able to talk. Do you do any metal? All right. I don't think Brittany has a microphone today. Um, okay, does anybody have any questions for Scott on anything he's gone over today? So Scott, you guys have a really great gift that you're offering the R Club members. Do you want to share what these guys who have been here today, what they're getting?
I'm going to let Yoni handle that
Okay.
part of it. I'm the presenter. He's the gift guy.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we're gonna raffle off one of our heavy duty nail sweeps to everyone who attended today. So that's a really nice gift. They're worth about 300 bucks. Um, so we'll raffle one of those off to one of the attendees. And then we'll send out just kind of a swag pack as well to everyone who came today. So like hat and some other miscellaneous goodies. And then we'll also offer a couple of rebate options if you decide to move forward with some of our tools. We have a $100 rebate on any brake that you buy from us, and $50 off any accessory. So those would be options if you decide to pursue stocking up right now. So we would be able to kind of help you out with that there.
Amazing. Thank you guys so much. It's
Awesome.
a really great gift. And Wendy, Eloisa, Brittany, appreciate you being here. And you guys get the special gift for being here live.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Well,
Mm.
Scott, Yoni, Gary, thank you all for being here. Really appreciate you taking the time. We're just going to go through a couple of quick updates for the R Club. So you guys are welcome to stay on for a minute, or if
Okay.
you guys need to hop, then you can go. But I want to highlight our Roofer of the Month, which is Bumble Roofing out of LA. I had a great podcast with Jose and just talking about the great work they do. So be sure to check them out. Um, and then we have a lot of new art club members, you guys. The art club is really, people are excited to be a part of it. So thank you all for being members already. But some of our new members, we have Robinson Roofing and Restoration. They're based out of Florida. We have the Bone Dry Roofing family. So Bone Dry Roofing, and they're based out of kind of the Midwest. And then they also have Whole Sun Solar, G&W Roofing, Roof One, and RCV Roofing, Siding, and Gutters. So welcome to the Bone Dry family. We also have MRS Roof Pros, and then All Craft Exteriors. So very excited to have all of them joining the R Club family. And then just a couple quick announcements. Since we're talking about metal, we have Decra's doing their 2025 Project of the Year. That deadline to submit is December 22nd, so you have a little bit of time. I'm just gonna put that in the chat if you guys are interested in looking at that. And then we have a lot of really great peer forums coming up. So Wendy and Brittany, I know for sure you two need to be a part of it. Eloisa, I don't remember your position at Mr. Roofing, but if you are in a leadership role, this is a great peer forum to be a part of. It's called the Horizon, and it's for women in leadership. So we want business owners, CEOs, the women that are really leading their company to be a part of this. We're going to be talking about, the challenges that you've overcome, what you're still dealing with. And then we'll have Heidi will be able to make a quick appearance on this. I think she's going to be joining from her phone, on a layover. So we'll get Heidi on there for a few minutes, but we'll have Melissa Chapman and Monica Vornbrook from the Glow Group on there as our moderators. So going to be a really great one. That's December 3rd at 8 a.m. Pacific. And so again, I'll put the link in here to register if you haven't already. And then we rescheduled our ICE updates with John Kenny. So another peer forum, just come with your questions about ICE. John Kenny will be answering all those questions. As you guys all know, he's a wealth of knowledge. So that's going to be January 9th. So we have a little bit of time for that, but again, get registered for it. Just put it in there for you as well. Otherwise, I think that's it. Coming into the holiday season. So again, appreciate you guys being here and taking the time. Anybody else have anything to add?
No, I just that ICE thing is very timely. They're killing us here in Vancouver and Portland area. Literally had guys out of fear leave job sites that are fully documented or fully citizens.
Yeah.
But harassing people at gas stations, it's nuts right now.
Yeah, and this peer forum is just it's very open. So just come with the questions that you have about what you need to do, how you can help your crews, whatever questions you have, bring them there. John Kenny will do his best to answer them all. He's very, very knowledgeable and
He's amazing.
all of that stuff. So as you guys all probably know. Okay. Well, thank you all
Thank you.
so much for being here for the November coffee break, and we will see you all in December.
All right, thanks.
Take care.
Thanks.
Thank you all.
Bye.